parliament. But Minority Leader Haruna Jesus says the monetization of Ghanaian politics is creating an unstable parliament and endangering the country's democracy. Speaking at a forum on the need to nurture career legislators, he said monetization has led to a high attrition rate in the House. He says in the current parliament, less than 10 out of 275 MPs contribute to the real work of NDC of the work. And of course, he also talked about the NDC flag bearer, John Mahama, who Ghanaians should consider for a second term. Listen.
Now, more recently, the monetization of our democracy, which will not only create a unstable parliament, but will undermine the entire democratic process and deny the people of Ghana what is largely described as the democratic dividends. It also means that our democracy probably will be the preserve of the elite and the wealthy into the future. That is why I must commend this initiative of an introspection today for us to examine how we protect it. My own view will be that we would need major reforms of our political parties. So one of the major contributors to the high attrition rate will be the conflicting roles of members of parliament and the extent to which we have all contributed to it. We should not rule out this as one of the primary root causes of corruption in our country and the continuous abuse of public processes by members of parliament who aspire to be ministers of state to enrich themselves to the disadvantage of the Ghanaian people.
No, Majority Leader Seche Mensah-Bonsu says the work of lawmaking requires a lot of experience and MPs need to stay longer in the House to be able to do it properly.
A strong parliament is a vital sign of a healthy democracy. In many of my previous interactions with colleagues, I have strongly established that a parliament in democracy must exhibit 5 key characteristics: that it should be representative, transparent, accessible, accountable, and effective. I do not intend to rehash what is already known to all of us. The legitimacy of parliament and parliamentarians is assessed by these roles that they perform and how effective they are. Effective representation of the interests of constituents is exercised through the statements that we make on the floor, petitions, motions, question time, and as we are wont to do very soon, private members' bills. Deliberation in plenary or at committees requires of a member to be informed so that in participating in debates or deliberations, one would register one's presence in a bold manner. It is laborious, it is tedious, it is cumbersome, just so that the smithing of legislation would come out pure, like gold. Because ultimately, an enactment affects the living conditions and the life of people, and Parliament and parliamentarians must get it right. Lawmaking, arguably the greatest function of Parliament, is a tough nut. The measure of the toughness is in the numbers of parliamentarians that we see in plenary when bills are being crafted.